Hello, hello. If you're watching this part of the video, you're watching the replay. So make sure to use hashtag replay so I can thank you so much for watching. If you want to be notified anytime I go live, all you have to do, press down on my face, hit follow, ring the bell. And if another presenter shared this video with you, please make sure you go back and you shop with her. For those of you new here, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Today is our family photos, and so I am doing a full makeup look from start to finish. You will see everything that I use and that I will apply to have a flawless, fabulous look for our family photos. Now, I did go ahead before I got started and I put on my Moodstruck Eye Primer. This is great at really allowing your pigments to pop, preventing them from creasing and holding them in place all day long. I ideally recommend applying this and letting it set for about 5 minutes before you go in with the rest of your makeup, along with the Touch Glorious Face Primer, which is also really good at filling in your fine lines and wrinkles and holding your foundation makeup in place all day long. So I did go ahead before I got started and let that set for about 5 minutes before I started going in with my eye makeup. And I'm using the pressed shadow in the color Timid. It is a great shadow for me to kind of put all over the lid. I talked about this yesterday. I love using a shadow all over the lid to really allow there to be more of a neutral look to the lid, all over the lid, and then also to give you a more youthful appearance, more balanced appearance. And so Timid is a little bit of a better match for me than the shadow I used in the palette yesterday. Hey, Shelly. Hi, how are you? So I'm going to do things a little bit differently than what I did yesterday. If you watched my live yesterday, I used the new Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette number 9. Such a great palette, you all. So yesterday, I used this Optimal, that shadow here. Today, I'm going to do things just a hair different to keep it interesting, right? Got to keep it interesting and different. I am, though, going to do the same thing that I did yesterday with this color here, Introverted. This, you all, is seriously a wonderful transition color, and I'm going to use my blending brush to apply that into the crease to serve as the transition color. As I build those pigments, it's going to really help, and I'm going to tap off any excess. I'm going to take it right there along the crease to add that depth and definition. Doesn't that look so nice? So for me personally, I like to have a much more like natural look when we do our family photos. Just a little bit of glam, nothing too crazy. Here comes the dog. He just pushed the door open. He was in the kids' room stealing their stuffed animals. And so now I've had to close all of their doors so that way he doesn't get into that. And then he's like, well, I guess if you're not going to let me go anywhere else, I'll come in here. And my door was just cracked. So that's why he's now in here. And now he's looking out the window into our backyard. And even though he can go outside, he's probably going to start barking because he sees something like a leaf or a bird. Like it's ridiculous, you all. So crazy. Missing you live, but our times are so different. I know. Well, and I've also, Shelly, with me, my new job, I'm going into work a little bit later, so my timing's a little bit off. And then I haven't been going live on the weekends, but I did this weekend because I wanted to show you what I was kind of thinking for my family photos yesterday. And oh my gosh, stay tuned. It's going to be a minute, but I'm going to share with you. I got the magnetic lashes. And I've only played with them a couple of times, but yesterday, the technique that I used, such a game changer. And so I'm going to do it again today. I'm really excited to share that with you. And so stay tuned because it is seriously like it helped so much. So much. So if you have been kind of like nervous about the magnetic lashes, stay tuned. All right. So now I'm going to go in with my fluffy crease brush and I'm going to go into that kind of that middle brown color called Amiable. And I'm going to take that on the side of the fluffy crease brush. Again, tap off the excess. I'm going to take that up along the crease and just start adding a little bit of depth and definition to the crease. And because I laid that transition color down, all of this is just blending so, so nicely. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I love to do like a smoky brown, and this palette is great for achieving that. So again, if you don't have this palette 9 yet, you need to get it in your makeup bag. There are so many different looks that you can create with it. It is such a pretty palette, and there's a lot of mattes. So if you're somebody that doesn't like a lot of metallics, this is a great option for you. All right, so just taking that, kind of working it into the crease and then up along the crease there right above the eye. And again, I try to make sure that I take it a little bit higher than my eye, so then that way when my eye is open, you can still see the pigment. And I just start out with a little bit of product, and then I kind of work and build it up until I get the level of depth and darkness that I'm looking for. But I find it's like so important to try to keep the eye bright, so that way, you know, everything just looks youthful and awake and vibrant and all that good stuff. So this, my son's birthday was a couple weeks ago. And so this morning we went out to brunch, and I can't tell you the last time we've been to brunch. And I can't tell you the last time we went to brunch with my son. That was an experience. He got chocolate chip pancakes literally all over, like all over his sweatshirt, on the inside of his sweatshirt. As soon as we got home, I was like, take your sweatshirt off. Take your sweatshirt off, dude. It was a mess, but it was so fun. He loved it. It was very nice. Very nice. All right, so now I'm going to go in with that reddish color, Quirky. And, oh, this is so pretty for a fall makeup look. So we're going to go to one of our local parks and get some family photos. My brother is going to help take them for us, which I'm very excited about. Our photographer that has taken our pictures for the last since Connor was a newborn. She doesn't live in town anymore, and I just couldn't bring myself to try to find another professional photographer just yet. We love you, Amy. And so he's just going to take a couple of pictures for us. It'll be nice. This will be the first year that we will have the dog in the pictures. So last year the dog was just a puppy. And so obviously like that would have been a little chaotic, because I don't know how it is at your house if you have a dog, but the kids just fire up the dog. Shelly said, how old is your son? He just turned 5. He just turned 5. So they, especially like the puppy and the son, like they just, this energy, they feed off of one another. It drives me insane. Now, if you remember yesterday, I went in with this pigment here, Trustworthy, and I was like, that was just like a little too dark for me, right? So I'm going to go in with one of my other pigments here, and I really like this one. It's called Antsy. I've hit pan on it. It's a metallic champagne color. I'm going to just take my ring finger, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. I know if I've hit pan on these pressed shadows, which they last forever. If I've hit pan, it's one of my favorites. I wear it a lot. And so that's why I'm going in with this one here all over the lid with that metallic. It's a tried and true pigment for me. I really, really like the way that it looks on the lid. And I'm just going in. I like to apply metallics with my ring finger. I just feel like it really allows that metallic to shine and shimmer, and I can place it right where I wanted. And then I just take the very edge of my blending brush and kind of blend that out. If I blend it down too far, it kind of makes it a little bit muddy. So I just take it like right along the edge. And again, when you're in doubt, always blend it out. Always, always, always blend it out. So I'm going to just do a little bit more. And then another thing that I like to do is I like to take like one of the darker pigments. So I have this darker metallic brown called Delicious. And I like to take that on that ring finger and just kind of press that a little bit in the outer corner to just work on that depth a little bit. And today I applied my shadows first, and then I'll go in and I'll apply the foundation. And then I'm going to just take a little bit more of that Antsy and kind of blend that out on the outer corner there. So yeah, I really, really like this eye makeup look. I do it quite a bit, a smoky brown, and it's my go-to. All right, Shelly said that my pup will be 2 in March, and I can't wait until he calms down some more. Yeah, So our dogs are the same age because Harrison will be 2. That's our dog's name. He'll be 2 in March as well. And he is pretty chill. He's a lab. But he's still a puppy, right? And so he can get really, really fired up. That's just how puppies are, right? Fun times, fun times. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the new liquid foundation. If you've not tried the Serum Plus foundation, you need to check it out. You know, I was nervous about getting it because I'm such a liquid foundation lover of the original, but I'm very, very impressed with this formula. So I'm going to do what I always do is I'm going to drain the dropper. Somehow I got it all over the cap there. I'm going to drain the dropper and I'm going to shake that up really, really well. And that is to help make sure, like, if any of that product has separated, that it's pulling it all together. One of the things that I'm really enjoying about Younique as they are revamping some of these traditional items is that they are focusing more on having skincare properties in the products. So not only are you getting that wonderful coverage, but you're also working on improving your skin along the way. So I'm going to just take some drops onto my Kabuki brush. You all, I'm so excited about the Black Friday deal number 2. When I share with you all live tomorrow, I'm going to be losing my mind. I cannot wait. I'm having a hard time not telling you now because it's so good, but you're getting a preview right now as we speak. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But I told somebody, because if you're in my chat, and if you need to be in my chat, just say chat in the comments below. I shared it yesterday what this deal is. Amazing. Like, I have not seen this good of a deal probably ever on these products. So if you're not in my chat, just say chat in the comments below and I will add you. So again, I'm just taking the Kabuki brush and kind of blending that out. If you don't have the Kabuki brush, you need it in your life. It's great at blending out your foundation products, whether it's stick, spray, liquid, even pressed powder. I actually have 2 Kabuki brushes now. I'm going to use the other one for some pressed powder here in a minute. It's clean, obviously. This one's dirty. I'm washing my brushes today. It's on my to-do list. I try to wash my brushes every couple of weeks. Sometimes it ends up being like every 3 weeks. I try not to go a month. If I start breaking out, I know it's because it's time for me to clean my brushes. Look at that liquid foundation, you all. Isn't that just flawless? Now, I didn't go underneath my eyes because I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Skin Solution Concealer in Organza to kind of brighten up the eyes. I do make sure I go all the way down my neck, though, because I don't want any dreaded makeup lines. And then if I want it like a little bit more here where I have these breakouts, then I could always go in and apply a little bit more. But because I know I'm going to take some pressed powder, I'm not like super worried about it. Now, yesterday, Patty was like, Katie, when you use the concealer, you need to blot off any excess. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I'm not good at using sponges, you all, but I am going to use one today. So I'm going to take the Skin Solution Concealer in Organza, and I'm going to put a little drop right here, a little drop out there on the other side as well. And then I like to take a brush, because you all know me, I'm obsessed with my brushes, and I am going to take the powder concealer brush and I'm going to just start kind of blending that a little bit. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the damp blending bud and I'm going to press that. And what Patty says, and Patty knows, Patty's always right, is that it's going to pick up any excess. And that is good because then it's not settling into your fine lines and wrinkles. Because I told her, I said, I'm starting to get mature skin underneath my eyes, Patty. What the heck? Oh, I shouldn't smile. You want to make sure you set it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to set it here in just a second. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend this side as well. So just taking that powder concealer brush and then taking the blending bud and just pressing it underneath the eye, kind of up along the edge there. And I'm not doing it just right underneath the eye. I'm kind of taking it down a little bit more to just highlight that whole area. But doesn't that look underneath my eye like so bright and so smooth? And we really want to make sure that it's smooth. So I'm going to take a little bit of the translucent setting powder. Sorry for the loudness. I have to tap that And I'm going to, again, take that end of that powder concealer brush. I'm going to take my finger, make sure I have it pressed in there. Okay, I like to take my ring finger, just press, press, press. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. And then don't move your eye. Take a little bit of that translucent setting powder and dust that underneath the eye. And that's going to help set that concealer, telling it not to move. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I have these two little lines that when I smile, it's kind of like right underneath the middle of my eye, and it causes that concealer to kind of bunch. So, Patty, this technique better work. No, I'm just joking. It will. It'll be all good. All right, so now that I have taken that concealer, I don't put any foundation underneath my eye. If you saw that, if you noticed it, I didn't put any kind of concealer underneath any foundation, because less is more. Less is more. I find that if I put foundation and concealer underneath my eyes end up looking really, really crepey, and I look a lot older than what I want to. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of the pressed powder, the Complexion Plus pressed powder in satin. Again, you all, I'm here for Younique adding these skincare properties to these products. So, so good. I'm going to take that clean Kabuki brush. I'm going to press it into that satin, and I'm going to just press it all into the skin. This is going to give me a little bit more coverage. I'm not going to take it underneath my eye. Again, less is more, but I am going to take this around my face to just give me a little bit more coverage to help kind of set that serum. And I also, because I'm starting to get some wrinkles on my forehead, I'm going to keep it really light along my forehead, but just take a little bit there and down the neck. All right. So base face done. Now let's add some warmth and definition, because when you use the foundation, it just flattens everything. So it's time to add that depth back into the face. I love the Beachfront Bronzer in the shade Malibu is what I'm applying today. I'm going to use this brush here. What's this called? This is a small Beachfront brush. We had this come out a couple of years ago. We have similar ones on our website, but not this exact one. And I just take it right there when I make that face. And I take it to about where my eye is. You don't want to take it too far down, because then it'll look like facial hair. But I just take it like that. And then I take my powder puff brush and I lightly kind of buff that out. Up. Always up. You don't want to drag your face down. And then I'll do a little bit more contouring. I like to contour with bronzer. I feel like it's a little bit softer than actual contour. It gives me the look that I'm wanting to achieve. I've used like a contour palette, and I don't know. It's not my style. So, and again, I like to have more of a natural look. I go along my forehead to make it actually look like a forehead versus a 5 head. I have a pretty big forehead. And then go around the nose to make it a little slimmer. Cute little button nose. Another thing to put bronzer right here on your hand, gives you the like a fuller pout. And then I like to go along my jawline, so that way I actually have one chin versus two. And this I am going to pull down. Just like that. Okay. It's coming together, isn't it? I know. I love it. So pretty. All right. So now I'm going to go in with the pressed blusher in Sisterly. This is one of our most popular blushes. It sold out in the beginning, and it was sold out for like several months. It was very, very popular. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of that blush. I do need a new blusher brush. Mine is not soft anymore, even after washing it. When I joined Younique 6 years ago, I got the brush set. If you're like me and you just need to like overhaul all of your brushes because it's been a hot minute, and that was me. I'd had the same brushes for like 10 years, I think, before I started with Younique. So it was nice to just go and order the complete collection of all new brushes. But because I wear makeup so often, you do want to make sure you wash your brushes regularly. That helps to extend the life cycle of your brushes. But then also you want to make sure that, you know, if your brushes are falling apart, that you get new ones. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the brow palette. And we have a new one. This is just the older one. The new one is this duo. So because I love the pomades, I customized this to have the pomades in it. And then I still use the powder here because if you've seen any of my videos, you know me, I like to just get the most out of my products. I'm not going to buy something new until I use all of something old. So I'm just taking this, filling in the meaty part of the brows. And then I'll take kind of like a combination of these two here. And this is the Brow Artist brush. And I'll sweep that through the brows like that to kind of help really give that shape. So again, I'm really fortunate. I have great brows. Don't follow me for brow tutorials. I don't think I've ever done one in my entire Younique career. It's just not something that I do, not something I struggle with. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of that brown with my my crease brush. I'm going to dust that along the lower lash line. I love to smoke out the eyes, kind of pull that look all together. And then my favorite go-to product for in the inner corner of the eye, if you don't have this pressed shadow, it's called Optimistic. You need it in your life. It is so bright and beautiful. I put it right here in the inner corner, and that really helps to brighten up the eye. Look at the difference there. Just that little bit. You don't need a lot, but I love this. I love this trick to put that product in the inner corner. And then I'm going to just take some right along the brow bone to kind of lift up the brow. Just like that. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start getting my lashes ready. Ooh, I'm going to take my waterline. I'm going to take the Precision Pencil in Pristine. I'm going to take this along the lower waterline. This really helps to brighten up the eye as well. All right. And then I'm going to start getting my lashes ready for the magnetic lashes. So I'm going to take the Glamnetic liner. I used this yesterday. It's like a brown color because the black was sold out. I'm going to take this and kind of line my eyes. Just like that. I have to not talk while I line my lashes. I am left-handed, and I never really learned how to draw a straight line. So I have to stay really focused. All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to get my magnetic lashes. And this is the encouraging style. They're the more full lashes. And I'm going to take, this time I'm going to take the Younique magnetic liner. And I'm going to go ahead. I did this yesterday. This is the technique I used and I absolutely loved it. It worked so, so well. I'm going to take the tool and kind of hold on to the side of the lashes like this. If you don't get, you definitely need this tool because one, you can use it to apply the lashes. I personally don't use the tool to apply the lashes. I use it to hold the lashes so I can put the liner on it. And I use it to help sweep my regular lashes up into the magnetic lashes. So I'm going to just take the magnetic liner and I'm going to just put it along the magnets. I did this technique yesterday and I was so impressed. But you have to kind of, just like your lash glue, you kind of have to let it dry a few minutes. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the lashes ready. and this liner is drying. Then I'll go in and I'll put on a little bit of mascara, a little bit of lash primer, and then these magnetic lashes will be ready to apply. So again, just taking the magnetic liner right along the magnets. Then I felt like I wasn't putting on a bunch of magnetic liner and making my lashes look really gloopy. It just looked so great yesterday when I did this technique. I was so impressed. I was just thrilled, honestly. All right, so I'm going to set these down off to the side. Let that glue dry, or liner dry, not glue, but let that magnetic liner dry. These are reusable. You can use them like up to 60 times. Now you got to take care of them. You have to use like some rubbing alcohol to clean them in between, but they're reusable. So definitely make sure if you want some great lashes this holiday season, this is where you need to start watching at minute 25. All right, so I'm going to take my lash primer and just sweep this through the lashes. This is going to really help condition and separate my existing lashes. And you can use mascara with the magnetic lashes. I think the best thing to do is to kind of coat your lashes with a little bit of mascara before you put on the magnetic lashes. I think that if you like put it on with, like when you had both on, that you may not get as much use out of your lashes, your magnetic lashes, unless you like clean them really well. I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the 4D mascara. This is the black. Yesterday I did the purple and it looked so cool with the magnetic lashes. But again, family pictures today. I'm just going for a really nice look. So I'm just taking some of the 4D one-step fiber mascara from the root all the way to the end of the lashes. Doesn't this look so good? Oh, this is a good lash day, you all. Good lash day. Just like that. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to go in on the other side. Now, my tip is to stick it down your shirt. Kind of helps warm it up, and I think that's what helps it glide on so much smoother. And I also have a brand new bottle of lash primer, so I think that's also why I'm having a good lash day. So I'm just taking this, sweeping it through. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot, you guys. So today's the last day to get the 4D mascara, either black or purple. Like, this is the last day today. So if you're interested in that, just say festive in the comments below. It's your choice of a lip stain and then a 4D mascara for $35, or you can get 2 lip stains and 1 4D mascara for $49. It's a really great deal. You can break it up. You can give it as gifts, or you can keep the whole thing for yourself. I was really hoping that mine would arrive, but we all know there are shortages, and the United States Postal Service is not any different. They're experiencing some shortages, so mine is just not here yet. But that's even more reason why, if you are starting to buy gifts, definitely make sure you're shopping early. Don't wait till the last minute. All right, so now I'm going in. Man, oh man, I can see those fibers going on, and I'm getting some really great application. I love putting on the 4D mascara with the primer because, again, that primer really helps to separate my lashes. So then when I go in with the mascara, I can like really see it, like really, really see it. This looks great. Okay, so I need to clear a little bit of space over here, and now we're going to go in with the magnetic lashes. They're ready. I'm going to take this mirror, kind of point it so I can look down while I'm applying the magnetic lashes. I like to just grab it by one of the ends and then kind of look down and start at the outer corner. And then well, it's being difficult. Let's try that again. Okay, now I'm going to get the tool. It's caught to the tool, caught to the tool. Ah! There we go. Okay, So see that? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tool and lightly sweep up my regular lashes into the magnetic lashes.
Sounds good. Yeah, well, that's good. I was just going to tell you I stopped.
Oh, I got to close the door. He's being so loud. Okay, look at that. It looks even better than I did it yesterday, you guys. Practice makes perfect. So if you get the magnetic lashes and you're not like in love with them, try this technique and let me know, and then give it a couple of tries, okay? Give it a couple of tries. I just dropped it on the microphone and it's caught. Okay, now I'm going to go in on the other side. Again, kind of looking, maybe I'm not going to look as far down. Okay. I'm not an expert, you guys. But I am getting better. Okay, so okay, now I'm going to take my mirror. I'm going to lightly sweep it up. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sorry, I'm like so quiet. I'm eavesdropping on my husband. He called his parents. Okay, so doesn't that look so good? Now, one of the things that I did yesterday that I think helped a lot is I took a little bit of my Dip and Draw liner in Perfect, and then I just took that in the inner corner a little bit to really help kind of bring the lashes together with the eye. Look at that. So good, you guys. I am loving, loving, loving it. Okay. What do you do with the tiny ones that come with them? Okay, so what you can do is they are supposed to serve as anchors. So if you feel like the lashes are kind of popping up a little bit, oh, and sorry, Shelly, I missed this. Tucker is a Chihuahua. I know small breeds are hyper, but I feel like I have a child 100%. All right, so what you do with the tiny ones is you can take it and you can put it underneath. So this is where you definitely want the applicator, and you can grab it, and then it kind of, it's so magnetic-y. It got caught on there. And you can take it and you can put it on the underside like that. So then maybe there's a place where you feel like your lashes are like a little bit more sparse. You can use the anchor to fill it in. You can also use it to help hold the lashes down. So I'll go in and I will put it, I'll put a couple of anchors on. And the cool thing is most magnetic lash sets, you have to get the anchors separately. Younique includes 10 when you get the magnetic lashes. So see, you can kind of put it underneath there, and that really helps hold the lashes in place. So hopefully that helps. Let me go in on the other side now because I don't want to be uneven. And the magnetic anchors they're small, right? And they have 3 little lashes. So I'm going to go in here, the inner corner, and it just pops it right on. And then when you go to take it off later, you may actually have to take the anchors off. Like you may have to take the whole lashes off, and then you have to go back in and remove the anchors from them. But that is what the anchors are for, is to kind of help hold down the edge of the lashes and or fill in where you feel like there might be some gaps in your lashes. All right, that one's being weird. I'm trying, you guys. Again, I've not played with these a ton, so this is all like new to me. There we go. There we go. So see? These will look so good for pictures. So yeah, anytime that you are getting photos done, it's definitely something to consider having false lashes because it's just going to really oomph up your lashes. I'm kind of just, again, sweeping my lashes up. But you can see, because I put on that 40 mascara with the magnetic lashes, they're just blending together really, really nicely. Such a good look. Love it. All right, so then I want to take a little bit of the Twisted mascara. I did this yesterday, and I want to put that along the lower lashes. Just like that. Look at that. So good. All right, so last but not least are lips. So again, if you have not grabbed the lip stains yet, one of my friends just got hers in the mail and she was like, Katie, these are amazing. She's like loving it. So make sure you say festive in the comments. You're going to get your choice of 1 or 2 lip stains in the 40 mascara for 36% off. I'm going to go in now. If you don't have the lip exfoliator, that's a great add-on for the festive bundle. It gets rid of all your dead skin, any like foundation you may have gotten on your lips. Rub it all off like that. Now, look at that. There are 2 lip stains that I highly recommend. One, or Splash Liquid lipsticks. One is Sentimental. It's like this color here. It looks great on everyone. The other one that I love on everyone is Successful. Those are 2 Splash Liquid lipsticks that look absolutely amazing on everyone. I'm going to go in with Successful today. You can see it's very close to my natural lip color. You see that? These are long wearing, and they're a liquid lipstick. And then what I like to do is I like to take one of the lighter colors. So I'm going to take this one here. It's called Sparkling. I'm going to put that in the center. Here comes the dog again. So now you can hear my husband loud and proud. Harrison. Thank you. He's a mess. All right. And then I'm going to go in with the Lucrative Lip Gloss in Luxe. All right. I'm towards the end, you guys. I know it's been a long video, but hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used today, please don't hesitate to ask. If you like these types of videos where I go in depth and show you step by step how I create these looks, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Have a great day, everyone.